China is the world's leading manufacturer of electric vehicles. With all the concern going on and talks about cleaner energy, more environment protection, and climate change, it has been concluded that using electric vehicles can be one of the ways that we can foster cleaner energy. Build Your Dreams, popularly known as BYD, has now become the top selling brand of Chinese electric vehicle in the world. It is known to beat brands such as Tesla. However, there are many other Chinese brands also doing well, such as Neta, Chery, among others. In 2024, BYD opened its showroom here in Nairobi, Kenya, the one that you're seeing behind me, as Kenyans also want to also venture into the electric vehicles. We are going to be having a look and talking to some of the people who are here to tell us why or how the electric vehicle is going to help the Kenyan market in terms of fuel, lower fuel consumption, and environment protection. Come with me. Looking around the showroom, I already see at my far end there are customers already making inquiries, and there are others on this side. Let's talk to them and see what has attracted them to these EVs. Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yes.
My name is Ruth.
Yes.
Yes. I'm just wondering. I see that you've picked an interest in the BYD.
Yes.
Please introduce yourself. Or maybe starting with you, you can tell me, do you currently own a petrol car, and why are you picking an interest in the electric vehicle?
Okay. My name is Robert. What I'm interested in this car is that it's more friendly. It has a lot of power, and it's fit for our markets. Actually, at the moment, we're battling global warming, and the best way to go, BYD.
Okay.
Yes.
So do you currently own a petrol engine, and what do you think will be the difference between driving an electric vehicle and a petrol engine?
I think one of the biggest difference, this one is more energy saving, more pocket friendly. This should be a zero-rated product to make more Kenyans afford.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
To get a better understanding of the BYD cars, we're going to be speaking to the sales executive. Welcome, sir.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Please start by telling us your name and how long you've worked here.
So my name is Ken Moniki. I've worked here, this is my 8th month, and it has been a good experience.
Okay,
Yes.
so let's start with this place. I find this feature very interesting.
Yes.
Is this storage space I'm seeing in the front of the car?
Oh yeah, this is my extra storage. For this specific model, because of its dimensions, it's a bit big in terms of dimension, and it also lacks an engine.
Okay.
So they've utilized this space here to give you extra storage.
Okay, does it mean all the BYD cars have got this?
So it depends with the specific model.
Okay.
For a model like the BYD Seal, you'll also find extra storage. For BYD Dolphin and BYD Atto 3, because of the compact size, you'll find that there is no extra storage at the front.
Okay, wow, extra, anybody would do with extra storage, especially big families.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, this looks like a very beautiful car. Which one is this?
This one is called BYD Sea Lion 6.
Sea Lion 6.
Yes.
What's in the name? Why Sea Lion?
So from the front, you can see the Oceanic X view. It's a design from the Chinese companies that you will find the front part looks like an X kind of shape.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. All right. So can we have a feel?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. You switch it on. Okay. This is completely brand new, still with the papers. Okay, well, the car is very beautiful, actually, very sleek, I must say. So how much is this worth?
This one goes for around $76,000.
$76,000?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. So where do we start?
So to turn on the car, you press on the brake pedal.
Okay.
It's the
Pressing
pedal on your left.
brake pedal.
Yes. And then the start button here.
Okay.
Just once.
Wow. And the car just lights up.
Yes.
Awesome.
So from there you can see the digital cluster.
Yes.
This is the infotainment screen. And behind here you have the ambient lights, which you can modify to any color that you want.
Okay, okay. All right. So tell me a little bit more about this, for example, this informatics I'm seeing here.
So for this infotainment screen, which can be rotated using this button by the way.
Wow, okay.
It allows you to pair your phone with your car. This will help you in doing calls, music, navigation, also things like messaging.
Yes, I can see you have a BYD assistant here.
Yes, yes, that one you can actually command. You say, hi BYD.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Can we try that?
You can try.
So do I press the BYD assistant first?
Just tap here.
Please say it.
Then you can command her to
The
open
car
the
actually
blind.
talks.
Yeah, you can open her to open the blind.
Let me try. Hi, BYD. Please close the windows. Wow. Awesome. Open the windows. My goodness. And it actually opens all the windows. So this is very safe, for example, for a mother driving with her children.
Sure, it's very accurate. And you don't have to release the steering wheel to perform different functions like opening the window, turning on the AC, turning off the AC.
Wow.
And it's a very safe feature.
All right. So let's move on. Okay, we can just switch it off.
Sure.
That's nice. Could you show us an example of how you charge?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay. So this one is actually charging.
This one is actually charging. So here you have the charging pile. It has both the AC and DC. So AC is the domestic charger,
Okay.
which comes with the car. This one is referred to as a wall box.
Okay.
So each BYD vehicle comes with a portable wall box. This one is installed where you have your parking space, if it's for office use, if it's for home
use, okay.
Where you have your parking space, we install this one for you.
Okay.
This one is a 7.5 kilowatts, but we have different parameters. Like this one is 7.5, we have 11 kilowatts, we have 22 kilowatts.
Okay, so that our audience can understand.
Yes.
If I have this and I plug it at home and I charge it for, how many hours did you say?
From 0 to 100 is 4 to 5 hours.
Okay, so I can drive this car for like how many kilometers? What's the range?
For this specific model, it does 570 kilometers
Oh, okay.
on a full charge.
Wow, wow, that's quite a bit of a distance without stopping anywhere.
Without stopping. And what's better is it has regen braking. Regen braking means you can even extend the range longer, depending with the terrain and the driver's habit.
I'm talking about terrain. How possible is it, or how durable are the BYD cars? Because you know the roads we have in Kenya, especially if you want to travel up country, some of the roads are quite what people call off-road.
Like for this one, for example, you can see the clearance is not so high.
Yes.
But the way the car is made, the suspensions are strong enough to do the Kenyan terrain.
Okay, so you have other different models have got different clearance?
Yes,
Okay,
for all
just
our
like other
models,
cars.
you'll find that they come with different ground clearance, enabling them to do either off-road or any kind of terrain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. There you have it. Those are some of the interesting features that we have seen about the BYD cars. And now, to talk to the managing director of BYD Kenya to tell us why they decided to explore the Kenya markets. Hello, madam.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming.
Asante sana.
Asante. Karibu. Have a seat. Yes.
Please,
Yeah.
starting with a short introduction of yourself, perhaps you can tell us why you decided to explore the Kenya or East Africa market and how that is going.
Yeah. My name is Jennifer Kenyoe, the managing director of Vlogs. I also double up as the managing director of BYD in Kenya. So BYD started exploring Kenya some years back. There's a lot of work that was done in the background to establish the market and find out whether we really are ready for the EV market. And eventually, after all the work, in September 2024, we launched this beautiful showroom. We launched it with 3 models, which was the Atto 3, the Dolphin, and the Seal. Those have been successful, and since then we have brought in other models. We brought in plug-in hybrid models like the Sea Lion 6, the BYD Shark, and we also have a full electric Sea Lion 7.
How are people accepting that? How are the customers taking that in? And perhaps maybe you can mention if you've got units you'd like to, how many units have you sold already?
Yeah. So the Kenyan market, you would say, is ready for EVs. because first of all, they don't struggle with technology. You know, driving a BYD is like driving an iPhone. So Kenyans don't have an issue with that. The only issue that we have in this market is the price. And the price is high because of the taxes. So when you think about your FOB price, you add another 67% of taxes. So that makes the vehicles very expensive. In terms of sales, in terms of numbers, we are close. We are heading to, double digits.
Okay.
Yes.
Even if the car is expensive, would you now say that that is value for money for the customer? If so, why?
Yes, definitely. So when you think about the cost of an EV, most of these cars are 82 kilowatt hour. The battery capacity, that will cost you 2,500 shillings to charge, to full charge. And on average, the vehicles are 420 kilometer range. So when you think about it, the cost of running this car in terms of fuel is more than, less than half of the internal combustion engines. So the cost of servicing an electric vehicle is between 2 and 4 shillings per kilometer. When it comes to the other engine, combustion engines, it's close to 8 to 12 shillings per kilometer. So the cost saving in terms of service and maintenance is huge. Cost saving in terms of fuel and electricity usage is quite huge, because when you compare with an internal combustion engine, going to Mombasa would cost you 15,000 in a normal car. Going to Mombasa in BYD will cost you 2,500 shillings.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a very big difference.
I know, it's huge.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how would you say the electric vehicles are contributing towards environment protection?
Okay, so first of all, electric vehicles are zero emission. So that means we are protecting our environment, and our government in Kenya is at the forefront of sustainability, creating a sustainable future where the environment is not being degraded. Then the other thing, we are decreasing reliance on fossil fuels by running electric vehicles in the market. Fossil fuels such as diesel and petrol. So EV depends purely on electricity, and this reduction in fossil fuels will obviously reduce dependency on oil imports, which are costly and damaging to the environment.
Are you facing some challenges?
A lot, yeah. We are facing lots of challenges. The first one is obviously the high taxes. Most Kenyans cannot afford these vehicles, because when you think about it, the FOB is this dollar amount. And by the time you're putting it in the showroom to sell to the Kenyans, it's already gone up by 67%.
What is the future looking like?
I think the future is green, the future is electric, and the future is here.
And now to try one of the cars on the actual Kenyan roads. Come with me. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well.
Karibu.
Asante sana. You'll be taking us for the test drive?
Yes, I will. So you just put the key in the middle over there.
Okay.
Let me move to the other side.
All right. All right. So we are just about to try the BYD, one of the BYD cars. Wow. So we're actually experiencing the BYD on actual roads. And it's quite hot right now in Nairobi. About 28 degrees. But I understand, Winnie, that I don't have to, for the safety of the driving, I don't have to start switching on the AC myself.
No, you don't need to, because the car comes with voice command. So you can actually talk to your car and give it instructions, and it's going to follow.
Okay, so let me try that.
All right.
Hi, BYD. Please switch on AC to 18 degrees.
The temperature is already 18 degrees.
Wow, and it has come on. How about some entertainment?
You can always ask her to turn on the radio.
Oh. Hi, BYD. Please switch on the radio. This is very interesting. I've actually never driven a car with voice command, or a talking car, as my children would say.
Yeah.
That was an interesting ride. We have experienced an electric vehicle car from the manufacturer's side of view to the customer's point of view, and for sure, this might be a better option for better protection of our environments.